Yeah, tell me about that coffee shop there.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, the bus and...
They'd pick a guy out of the crew and says, hey, you're going for coffee for the gang. So then you get a list, and up the ladder you went for coffee, and you got it, and you brought it back, and they usually you gave the hatch tender and the winch drivers their coffee, and the hatch tender would tell you to put the rest of the coffee on the load of lumber or plywood or something, and then you would signal and put it down. I remember this one time I forgot his name, the grumpy old hatch tender anyway. He says, put my coffee and donut on the rail. So I put his donut on top of his coffee on the rail, and then he put the rest of the load the rest of the coffee on the load and gave signals to put it down. And he looked over his shoulder, and here was a seagull. And it was one of these seagulls that had a lame leg, and leg was hanging down. And it came flying by, and he saw it, and he said, shoo, 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 and it didn't listen to him at all. It grabbed his donut, and with his lame leg hanging down, and knocked his coffee into the drink. Well, that pissed him off. He put that coffee down below, and he walked down to the dock and got his own coffee.
We used to when we were working on the ship, came about 9:30 or something like that. Okay, they always picked somebody. Okay, you make up the coffee list. You know, some people volunteer sometimes. Say, "Oh, I'll do it." You know, but there's a rule that says, "Okay, you make up the coffee list," because it sometimes did not work out with the money that you got either.
No.
So you say, "Okay, what do you want?" Oh yeah, coffee and a donut, or coffee and whatever else, you know, and tea and. You know, all these different orders, you had to mark it down, and then you got the money for it. And then you went on deck, and you had to ask the range drivers and hatch tender, what do you want? And you just had it for your gang. Then you head into town.
Well, there used to be a little bus that was a restaurant overseas, and an old lady had.
Oh, that was later, yeah. Oh yes, yeah. What the hell was her name? I think. The companies, they smartened up, and they brought coffee makers on board, you know, so there wouldn't be too much time lost, because, you know, guys would go do a little shopping in town first before they've coffee list
pick up a bottle.
Oh, that was done many times too. Yes. Yeah. Boy.